Isang mapayapang hapon Pilipinas. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Macuja Elizalde, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa DZRH Radio at sa mga nanonood sa DZRH TV, lalo na sa ating mga kasamahang alagad ng sining at kultura sa buong bansa. Ngayong Mother's Day, bibigyang pansin natin ang mga inang hindi lang nag-aaruga, kundi gumagabay din sa mga anak na nagpapakita ng interes na pasukin ang mundo ng sining. Sa isang tahanan kung saan ang sining at kultura ay natural na bahagi ng buhay, napakahalaga ng suporta ng magulang, lalo na ng ina, na kadalasan ay siyang unang guro at unang tagahanga. Paano kung ang anak ay gusto ring tahakin ang landas ng pagiging malikhain? Ano ang papel ng pamilya sa paglago at pagyabong ng mga kabataang alagad ng sining? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin sa hapong ito kasama ang isang natatanging pamilya na sabay-sabay lumilikha, nagsusulat at nagbabahagi ng kwento. Hindi lang mula sa kanilang imahinasyon, kundi bunga na rin ng kanilang pagmamahal at paniniwala sa kakayahan ng bawat isa. Kaya't huwag kayong aalis. Sa hapong ito, samahan ninyo kami sa kalahating oras ng masayang kwentuhan kasama ang literary family nina Jane, Ril at Aram Arguelles. Dito lamang sa Art to Art. Magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art to Art.
Tinesting, sinuri, siniyasan. Ang resulta? Super effective ang Shield sa pagpatay ng bakterya at virus. Shield Antibacterial Soap. Believe ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association. At si Mami.
Tiwala ako sa Shield.
Shield Antibacterial Soap. Napatunayang mabisa. Ang mga nurse, tiwala.
Hello, Washi! Laundry day na naman!
Yay! Anong meron?
Mancha ng chocolate, putik, may libag pa.
Kaya natin yan! With Pride Washing Machine Detergent, may triple stain-away formula. Tanggal ang makapit, madikit, at malupit na dumit mancha. Kaya easy-easy ang labada.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon.
All you need is pride. All you need is pride. ACS.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Art to Art.
Nandito pa rin tayo sa Art to Art at kasama natin sa hapong ito para sa ating Mother's Day special ang isang pamilyang may puso para sa panitikan, sina Jane, Ril at Aram Arguelles. Magandang hapon sa inyo, Jane, Ril, Aram. Welcome to Art to Art.
Magandang hapon. Magandang hapon po.
Happy Mother's Day, Jane.
Happy
At
Mother's
of course,
Day.
babatiin ko din ang aking mother, si Susan Macuja. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. And Happy Mother's Day na rin sa aking second mother, si Tatiana Udalenkova sa Russia, na nag-celebrate ng kanyang 90th birthday noong April 24. Happy Mother's Day din sa inyo. Okay, Jane, ang inyong padre de pamilya, si Aram Arguelles, ay naging bisita rin sa aming programa where he talked about his writing and poetry. So, pwede mo bang ikwento yung inyong love story? Paano kayo nakilala at na-realize na siya ang the one? And did your shared interest in literature play a role in your love story?
Yeah, well, magkaklase kami ni Ayar nung college. So, magkaklase kami and we were friends. When I first met him, naisip ko, ang ganda naman ng mata nito.
Wow! Okay.
Lighter shade ng brown than most Filipino. But that's that. Kasi meron akong, I was crazy about this major mate namin na senior year. But what's funny is yung girlfriend nung guy na yun is crush ni Ayer. So, pag nakikita namin siya sa hallway, nagkakatingin nga kami daw, tapos tawa kami ng tawa.
Okay.
But we used to talk a lot about art. Even in college. So, we'd spend lots of hours talking about the books that we like, the movies that we like, the music that we like. So, I think it developed from there. Tapos, I don't know about the one.
Okay.
But, one time, niregaluhan niya ako ng out of the blue, out of nowhere, nabanggit ko sa kanya na paborito kong poet si Emily Dickinson. And then, out of nowhere, binigyan niya ako ng Xerox copy ng isa niyang libro. So, parang ako, oh, okay. Maybe this is something else altogether. So, that's that.
Okay, all right. And so ngayon, you are the owner and general manager of Grana Books. Ano ang nagtulak naman sa inyo to go into publishing?
Yeah, well, Ayer has been published. He has 33 books now. And together, sabi namin kapag retired na kami, hindi na kami masyadong kailangan ng mga bata, may sarili-sarili na silang mga buhay. We'd publish the books that we want to read. Okay? But Rilka got into Philippine High School for the Arts.
Okay. All right.
Creative writing major, malikhaing pagsulat. And as a final requirement of her junior high school, kailangan niya maglabas ng isang libro. So yung actual na pagsusulat niya, hindi namin pinakailaman kasi we were more than confident sa mga brilliant teachers niya during that time. So, hinayaan namin siya doon. Pero her project being a state-sponsored one, parang kami nag-isip kasi lagi nung tuwing nagpa-publish ng libro si Ayer, yung kabuuan ng libro, yung physicality ng libro ay bahagi ng pagsulat. Okay? So, we cannot let it go na baka dahil lang sa budget restraints, hindi lalabas yung libro as Rilka would want it.
Okay.
So, sabi namin, we've always said that we will go into publishing. Let's do it now.
Wow! So talagang full-out support sa anak.
Yes, kasi we cannot, in our conscience, let it go
Yeah.
na maglalabas ng unang libro si Rilka, tapos yung production hindi as beautiful.
Hindi perfect.
So,
okay.
we talked to the school, we said that we will co-publish the book, and they agreed, and so Grana was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
So paano naman yung dynamics ninyong mag-asawa sa pagtatakbo naman ng inyong family business?
Okay. It's a 3-person business. So Ayer is the editorial director, obviously. His task is to look for manuscript, and then he needs to get our buy-ins.
Oh, okay. So, consultant talaga. Oo.
And then I handle the business side of the publishing, and Rilka is our in-house book designer. So, siya rin yung nag-design ng lahat ng libro na to.
All of these books, ikaw ang
yes.
nag-design?
Except for one, I think.
Okay.
Pero may mga overlaps, obviously, because we're just 3.
Yes.
We're just 3. Grana is 3 years old, and we already published 9 titles in total. So, we realize
That's fantastic.
it's not easy. So, mabuti rin na nag-overlap yung tasks namin. So, that's that.
Okay. So actually, marami tayong naririnig na magulang na sinasabihan ng anak na huwag kang papasok sa sining. Walang pera dyan. Pero sa inyo, panitikan ang environment ng mga bata. Hindi ba kayo kinakabahan o nagdadalawang isip kung pinili na rin nila yung anlandas na ito?
Well, wala naman talagang pera. So,
Inamin talaga.
Alam na nila. I mean, but I think Ayer and I agree na yung kapag immerse ka sa sining kasi, it trains you to think critically. And then that affords you some sort of freedom from the pressure of the modern, contemporary society. And I think more than that, kasi we will tutulungan naman namin sa magkaroon ng agency na magkaroon ng dignified and better life. Pero I think what art does is afford us some sort of freedom.
Of course.
Na hindi na nabibigay ng ibang industriya. So
True.
so that's why
Ibang klaseng fulfillment din.
yes. So that's why we are here. Yeah.
Okay. Real, ikaw naman, Well, of course, studying in Philippine high school for the arts. So, maaga pa lang, humiwalay ka na sa mga magulang, no?
Yes.
So, doon ka na tumira
Yes,
for 4 years?
6 years.
6
kasi
years?
3 to 12 po.
Okay.
Bale, I left home to dorm sa PHSA at around 13, 14 years old. And then I graduated at 19, I think, since first year pa lang ako ng college. And then, yeah, it was fun.
Okay. And your first book was a poetry collection
Yes.
entitled Pasalubong.
Yes.
And it became immediately a finalist sa National Book Awards. Many congratulations. So how did it feel to receive that kind of recognition? Unang-unang aklat mo pa lang, ganyan na ang pagsalubong.
Well,
Ng pasalubong. Next naman. Okay.
yes.
Alright.
Honestly, well, when I got the news, I was in the middle of class sa Makiling. I was sneakily scrolling through Facebook while my teacher was discussing.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about it. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, pasalubong kasi po was yun nga, a final project for my 10th grade. So when I was making it, I was just thinking I need to pass this class. I need to keep my scholarship, and that was that. I just wanted to see how well I could write poetry, especially considering na si tatay, it's also what he does. So there's some kind of pressure there, and I wanted to stand up to it, but at the same time make it also my space that's different from his. So when Pasalubong came out, that was fulfilled, but I wasn't really gunning to get any formal recognition or institutional recognition. I was just happy it was out there. And then when I got the news, oh my God, what?
Hindi ka panipaniwala.
Yes, very. Especially when I saw the other finalists, I couldn't believe it, and it was a big enough accomplishment as it is to be a finalist. Hindi na po ako nag-aspire din naman talaga na manalo, especially since I was only 17, 18 at that time. If anything, it only encouraged me to pursue different heights, different projects in poetry and literature.
Fantastic. Jane naman, as a mom, ano yung naging reaction mo nung nabalitaan mo na finalist yung unang poetry collection ni
Siyempre,
Ril?
sobrang kinilig ako, di ba?
Oo.
I mean, she's 17 when she wrote that.
Yes.
It's a school project.
Yeah.
But I think, in-invite namin sa kanila na whatever you do, give it your best. Kasi sayang yung panahon, tsaka yung effort kung hindi lang. So, gawing maayos kung ano man yung proyektong pinagkakaabalahan nyo.
And it was actually the book that started Grana Books,
Yes,
no?
yes. So, as a
na
publisher,
naging, finalist ka agad.
yes, as a publisher, syempre, sobrang happy rin, di ba? But we, to be honest and modesty aside, we're very much confident with Ril's book. Otherwise, we will not publish it. Yun rin yung, there's certain pamantayan na editorial requirements kami hinihingi sa lahat ng book na ipapublish namin, and hindi sila excuse doon. So as a publisher, we're very much confident that the book is really good, but we understand then na competitions are subjective. Syempre, the judges are all good in the best, among the best in what they do, but it's still subjective.
Yes.
So, we're just so happy and so kilig when Pasalubong was nominated. Especially, to this date, she's the youngest to be nominated.
Fantastic. Wow. Congratulations again. Pero so, after Ril published her own book, nag-expect na din ba kayo na a year and Aram will follow suit? Was that like an automatic thing?
Well, hindi naman
Na-pressure ka ba? Aram? No, hindi. Okay.
Hindi naman namin sila pinilit ever na magsulat. So, maybe Aram can answer.
Yes, sige, Aram. Did you, nung naging finalist yung first book na pinablish ng mga magulang mo, did you feel na, I'm going to publish my own book also, and it's also going to attain that kind of success?
It took some time to consider po, like, what I'm gonna do with this book or stuff like that. Or what I'm gonna do with all of my projects as a whole.
Yeah. Pero, naisip mo ba na, my mom and dad will also publish my book?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, well, hold that thought. Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan kasama sina Jane, Ril at Aram Arguelles. Dito pa rin sa Art to Art. Magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art to Art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto. Update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art to Art Calendar.
Narito ang ating arts calendar. Sa kultura, bilang pakikiisa sa pagdiriwang ng National Heritage Month at ng International Museum Day, isasagawa ng National Museum of the Philippines Davao ang Roots and Realities, Dialogues on Heritage and Identity in the Davao Region sa May 19, 1 hanggang 5 ng hapon sa Activity Room ng Museum. Tampok na tagapagsalita sina Filipino anthropologist Dr. Michael L. Tan at human rights lawyer at educator Romeo Cabarde. Maaring mag-pre-register hanggang May 14. Bumisita sa Facebook page ng National Museum of the Philippines Davao para sa karagdagang detalye. Sa musika, inihahandog ng Double Pentagon Concerts at ng Yamaha Music Green Hills ang Maurice Ravel, The Forgotten Masterpieces, isang solo piano concert ng multi-awarded pianist, composer at educator na si Ding Dong Fiel. Mapapanood ito sa May 18 alas 6 ng gabi sa Yamaha Music Green Hills, isang bagong concert venue na nakalaan para sa solo at chamber music na matatagpuan sa second floor ng LGI Building, Ortigas Avenue, Green Hills, San Juan City. Ipinagdiriwang ang 150th birth anniversary ni Maurice Ravel ngayong 2025. Sa sining biswal, bilang pagdiriwang ng buwan ng mga bulaklak, inihahandog ng grupong SETA o Self-Expression Through Art ang kanilang exhibit na Flower Power sa Daloy Likha Art Gallery. Ang mga obra na gumagamit ng iba-ibang estilo ay sumasalamin sa panandaliang kagandahan ng mga bulaklak. Nagbukas noong May 3, ang exhibit ay makikita hanggang May 17. Ang gallery ay matatagpuan sa Ali Mall, Araneta City.
Tinesting, sinuri, siniyasan. Ang resulta? Super effective ang Shield sa pagpatay ng bakterya at virus. Shield Antibacterial Soap. Believe ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association. At si Mami.
Tiwala ako sa Shield.
Shield Antibacterial Soap. Napatunayang mabisa. Ang mga nurse, tiwala.
Hello, Washi! Laundry day na naman!
Yay! Anong meron?
Mancha ng chocolate, putik, may libag pa!
Kaya natin yan! With Pride Washing Machine Detergent, may triple stain-away formula. Tanggal ang makapit, madikit, at madupit na dumit-mancha. Kaya easy-easy ang labada.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon!
All you need is pride. All you need is pride. ACS.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Art to Art.
Andito pa rin tayo sa Art to Art at kasama pa rin natin ang ating Mother's Day Special Publisher Jane Arguelles, kasama ang kanyang mga manunulat na anak na sina Ril at Aram Arguelles. Okay, Aram. So, magsimula naman tayo sa iyo ngayon. Maraming batang mahiling magbasa pero hindi naman agad sumusubok magsulat kaagad. Paano ka nagsimulang magsulat ng sarili mong kwento? May specific moment ka ba na na-inspire to make your own book?
Para po i-one up si ate.
Okay. So it was a school project also?
Hindi po. Nagsasearch lang po ako for inspirations. Tapos, gusto ko po yung, puzzles. Hindi naman po maraming puzzles, pero may mga maze, ganun. Tapos po, mahilig din po ako sa, meta. So, yun yung dahilan ng why Do Not Read This Book is called that.
Okay.
Do not read this book.
Yes, I was actually going to ask you that. Why does Do Not Read This Book have this very, very interesting title?
It's a book that tells you not to read it. That's all I have to say.
Okay. And it makes you want to read it even more.
For
Diba?
psychology, I guess.
Oo nga, reverse psychology. Alright. And it's about puzzles and games.
It's mostly about the characters trying to prevent you from reading it. Pero may mga puzzles naman din po. Like mazes, there's also interactive po.
Okay. So, this is your first book?
Opo.
Ano yung mga next? Secret?
Kapag sinabi ko po, makikilig yung tatay ko po, tapos
Tapos ano?
ipopush niya po ako lagi. Like every day.
Okay. Okay. Bakit? Pwede mo bang ipaliwanag yun? Hindi. Secret pa rin?
Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi. Okay. Alright. Balikan ka namin, Ril. Ngayon na may dalawang aklat ka na since your second book. Is it here?
Vidas.
Vidas, yes. So this is Pasalubong. Alright, this is Pasalubong. And yeah, it says the finalists sa National Book Awards. And then this is Vidas, your second book. It came out last year.
Yes.
So how would you describe your voice naman as a young poet? What are the themes that interest you and that are here in this book?
Well, yeah, since I've just started recently to pursue writing as a kind of serious, pleasurable endeavor. Parang I see my voice right now as something that's very quiet. The poems in both books are very short compared to the usual, lineated verse na mahaba that we usually think of when we read poetry. And so I think that kind of form and length allows me to discuss things in a way that's very quiet, that's very solemn, but also very meditative in a sense. I think po, that sort of character was also imbibed with me considering sa Makiling nga po, sa Bundok Makiling, yung campus ng PHSA. So, in a way, the physical environment also aided in shaping the voice. And then at the same time, there's an ephemeral or parang mabilisang quality dun sa mga tula, which makes it ring out in a way. Parang kapag pinitik mo yung baso, may maliit na tunog, but you hear it. So ayun. Right now, since I'm still developing the practice and the craft with myself, I think my voice is small, tahimik, taimtim, panandalian to an extent, pero buo naman din po. And what I enjoy thinking about and discussing in my books is how a person perceives and participates in the world.
Yeah.
Yun nga po, considering din kasi yung sa pinanggalingan ko sa school, sa Makiling, it's very isolated from the larger society.
Yeah.
Being na nasa bundok siya, walang signal. So even from our gadgets, we hold it, pero we can't access the larger internet. So there's always this tension of finding out where I stand at the present and where everybody else is, and how I can reach to them, or how I am how far I am from people. And also thinking about how our material conditions of the everyday prevent us from being more aware of ourselves as human beings, lalo't mapanghati at very materialistic din po yung mundo natin at present. So there's always those tensions that I enjoy to discuss in my work.
Okay. Well, para naman sa inyong magkakapatid, so lumaki kayong napaligiran ng mga libro and of course creative conversations, no? So ano yung naalala niyong favorite bonding moments ninyo before in your family growing up at na may kinalaman din sa singing, of course?
Well, ako po bilang panganay, so I had like an extra 8 years without Aram, and yes.
Yes.
One of the things I enjoyed from the beginning was reading. Kasi whenever I bother my parents na, play with me, makapaglaro kayo sa akin, or pansinin niyo ako, tapos ayaw nila, sabihin nila, ang dami-daming libro dyan, magbasa ka. And that's what I did. So it's been a quiet household in the beginning, and all of us, I realized in hindsight, were always reading in some way, shape, or form. But at the same time, I guess may concept, may image siguro kami sa mga tao na baka masyadong matalino yung mga usapan nila sa bahay, ganyan, or very intellectual, very stimulating. But actually, most of our conversations at homes are just in the form of jokes. Biruan lang siya.
Talaga?
Yes po. As in, walang seryoso sa bahay. Which makes you wonder how we've come to the literary end of things. And I think jokes are, they were casual, pero they intuitively taught us how to think creatively, how to make punchlines, how to play with words. And it's really interesting to think na yung maliit na bagay na pinanggagalingan lang ng tawanan ay parang ano pala siya, mahalagang tool para hasain yung paraan ng pag-isip at paggamit ng salita ng isang tao. So yeah, jokes. Biro.
Agree ka ba, Aram?
Opo. Ang dami niya pong puns sa bahay.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Pwedeng sample, Aram?
Make a joke.
May catch.
Tell us a joke.
Oh no.
Wait lang. Hindi ko po kayo.
What's a funny thing is Grana Books actually is the name of the small press that we have. Pero naisip ko belatedly, dapat pala bad puns na lang because during meals, like one-up sila silang tatlo ng mga bad puns one after another, and then it doesn't end.
Okay.
So, yeah. So
Dapat
the word
pala
plays
recorded ang mga meals ninyo, no? Para tapos itatranscribe na lang natin, libro na siya.
Pwede copywriting din. Pwede sa ad agency yung mga ganun.
Okay, dahil of course Mother's Day ngayon, pwede ba naming mahilingan sila, Ril at Aram, to read from their respective books? Pumili na lang kayo ng excerpt and bilang regalo naman para sa lahat ng mga nanay na nakikinig at nanonood din sa hapon nito.
Sige, ako daw po ang mauna, sabi ni Bunso.
Okay.
So, I'm holding the first print ng Pasalubong. And it's the last poem from the book. Pamagat ay Babasaging Globo sa ibabaw ng Escaprate. Katitila lamang ng ulan. Makapal sa lamig ang hangin at 3 uri ng asul ang naghahawaan mula sa dalampasigan paakyat sa himpapawid. Parating pa lamang ang araw. Masaya ang hiyaw ng tubig at nagtatalunan ang mga isda sa di kalayuan, marahil sapagkat walang sumasagabal sa kanilang nilalangoyan o dahil sadyang ganoon lang ang kanilang tungkulin hanggang kamatayan. Lumundag, lumangoy, magparami at pasaglit-saglit na sumilip sa naiibang bahid ng asul sa araw-araw. Panandalian lang ang umagang ito na siyang uulit bukas sa ating pag-alis at sa kamalayang wala na tayo. Walang anumang isda ang nag-iisip nito. Di bali na. Pagkalikasan lang ang umiimik, makakaya kong maniwalang may kabutihan ang lahat ng alok ng pagkakataon at may hatid na kalinga ang mailap at mapanlinlang na panahon. Walang ibang nababagay sa ganitong mundo kundi tayo.
17 ka nung sinulat mo yan?
Yes.
Parang hindi ka paniwala. Okay. Parang matanda ka na.
34.
34, okay. 17 going on 34. Alright. Aram, ikaw naman. Do not read this book naman.
Wait lang po.
Sige.
Why do you keep going? Just stop. The book's world is collapsing. Why did you even buy it in the first place? Everything is falling apart. Nothing. Why? Just why?
Ilang taong ka na, Den?
11 po.
11? Parang napaka-jaded mo naman na magsulat for an 11-year-old. Ganun ba yun? Hindi mo alam. Okay. Well, okay. Jane, sino-sino naman ang iba pang mga authors that you have published under Grana Books?
Okay. We have a total of 4 titles, poetry titles.
Okay.
So, 2 kay Rilka, isa kay Osterex Gamao. This is with Decade. This is English poetry. Reels is English and Filipino. So with Decade is about a non-binary entity. It's after epic tradition, pero this one is yung epico na walang nangyayari. So, the character is a non-binary entity that's titled, whose name is Decade. So, yeah. And then this one is from Rina Puangco Mutok. This one is very exciting. This is the second book that we published. It's about Nora Honor's, national artist Nora Honor's early films, but it uses mathematical functions as a restraint. So if you look at the book, the form makes it so interesting, but also the writing is really good. And this is layout by Rilka. Okay. And then we also have Sonambulista by Erwin C. Laresa. So this is our latest title. It's poem about sonambulista or sleepwalkers. And then we also have two essays. This is Elsewhere Writings on Art by Lira Garceliano, who's also a visual artist. So it's her essays about, creating art in the Philippines. And this one is Everything is First Person by Vicente Garcia Grullon. So these are essays about particularly in the 90s and early 2000s, usually lifestyle and culture. So this is a snapshot of that period. And this is our only novel so far by Clarissa V. Militante, Different Countries. This is actually a second edition. So this was the first edition was actually a longlisted in Man Asian Literary Prize. This is about disappearances and about female characters in generational female characters in family. So, yeah. Those are the books of Grana so far.
And balita namin, Grana is invited to the Frankfurt Book Fair.
Yes.
Wow! So ano ang ibig sabihin ng invitation na ito para sa inyo?
Okay. Well, when we started Grana, we wanted to publish exciting contemporary works that expands the possibility for creation. So being invited to Frankfurt is just another venue of reaching a different set of readers through that event, and getting these titles out there. But what I'm most happy about that is last year we were invited as well, and we met with small independent presses, German small independent press that have the same interests as ours. And that's what I'm most excited about and happy about, because it's the same, counterparts.
Yes.
So, mas masayang makipag-collaborate with people with the same thinking.
And as a mom, Jane, bilang ina, ano ang gusto mong marating ni Ril at Aram? Not just as artists, but as individuals in this world.
Yeah. I always tell them to be, I don't know about marating, pero lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila na strive to be kind. Like, go into relationship with people in good faith. Try na maging mabuting tao dahil mahirap yon. And live life to the fullest. So, be mindful, and then, yun nga, kung ano man yung gagawin nyo, maisipan yung gawin, do your best para hindi masayang yung pagkakataon at panahon na i-google ninyo. And lagi kaming nandito ng tatay nila to support.
I think wish naman yan ng lahat ng magulang, and all moms. Okay, Ril, Aram, ano naman ang Mother's Day wish ninyo kay Mami?
Aram?
Yung wish ko po for Mother's Day is magkapera si nanay.
Gusto ko yan.
Tumatango
Yes.
si Ril.
So we can publish more
Yes.
books.
Aha.
Definitely.
Gusto ko rin po magkapera si nanay para makabili siya ng damit. Kasi yung mga damit niya na nakawin ko rin. So, ayun.
Magkabili po ng karaoke machine.
Prosperity sa kanya at I hope she finds the time to do everything she wants for herself.
At sana dumami pa ang mga libro published by Grana Books.
Yes, that's what we want as
Yes.
well. Yeah.
Soon.
Our dream for Grana is for it to be sustainable, not really big, but to steadily come out with titles that will make the readings of the Filipino exciting. So,
Yes, okay. Well, maraming salamat sa pagdalaw ninyo sa amin dito on Mother's Day. Jane, Ril, Aram, and of course, thank you for sharing your beautiful stories and your beautiful books with us.
thank you for having us.
Salamat po.
Thank you. Well, sana ay mas marami pang magulang ang mag-encourage ng kanilang mga anak na pasukin ang mundo ng sining. At syempre, sana mas marami ding kabataan ang huwag matatakot na piliin na maging alagad ng sining dahil diyan nakasalalay ang kinabukasan ng ating arts community. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan ninyo kami ulit dito sa Art to Art kung saan ang usapang sining at kultura ay para sa lahat. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, Macuja Elizalde, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipino.